What's up? I'm Kelly Rowland.
This is Jonathan Peters.
Hi, this is Eddie Halliwell.
Hi, this is Tom Steffens, Super Chumbo.
I'm Scott Kirkland.
I'm Ken Jordan. We're the Crystal Method, and you are watching
us on ProfessionalRockstars.com.
Yo, Mayday, 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 what's up? It's your boy Bernbiz, and my man Plex right here. And this is for ProfessionalRockstars.com, yo. Peace.
Hey, what's up? It's Teddy, Professional Rockstars. I'm hanging out with Mayday. This is Bernbiz. This is Plex. What's up, guys?
What's going on? Hanging out.
We're on a rooftop in New York City. I caught that show last night at Southpaw in Brooklyn. They also played Snitch last week. You know, met the guys, been listening to their stuff for a minute. It's really good. So we're hanging out. They were down for coming up to a roof in New York to check it all out. They're on tour right now. Tell me about the tour. How's it going?
The tour's been cool, man. The tour's called the Storm Tour. We're on it with AC Alone, Ugly Duckling, the Percussions, Diverse, a bunch of, a great bunch of up-and-coming independent artists. It's been good, man. A lot of fun times. Some cities have been great. Some cities have been all right. But, it's hip-hop, man. We're bringing it to the nation.
Now, you guys have been together since 2003, 2004?
Yeah, for I don't know, like three, 4 years? Something like that, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How'd you meet?
Well, we knew each other before. He had a house. He was renting out a room, and I rented out the room. We made a track, and it worked, and we took it from there.
Now, you play piano, so how long you been playing?
Oh, only like 2 years, 2.5 years. Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
Mainly just for the samples, and you hit the keys.
He works every day at it, though. He's definitely arduous at that.
No, I mean, for 2 years, the show last night was awesome. I had no idea that. I figured you were playing for a while and there and all this beats to it.
I'm a rookie, man. I'm part of the sample generation, so in order for me to evolve, I had to kind of move towards a more musical style. So that's where I went. I used a lot of theory that I already used from sampling and stuff. So same thing. It's just ours now.
Did either of you guys go to like audio engineer school or music school or anything? Have you all just been growing up?
Man, 100% self-taught, both of us, everything. Nice. I mean, the knowledge is there. You just got to look for it. So it's not.
And where are your influences coming from? What did you grow up? I'm a rock and roll kid, growing up, and then I crossed over into industrial and then techno and house music, and of course, I'm from New York, so freestyle and rap and then hip hop, all that. What did you guys grow up with?
I'd say we basically probably came up in hip hop, and then later on switched on to other genres of music. Like we're big rock fans and big jazz heads. So the album is mainly influenced by that, by golden era hip hop and classic rock. I'd say if I were to put a certain influence on the record. We definitely made the record listen to anything from Rolling Stones and James Brown to Tribe Called Quest and MF Doom. It spans the range, man.
Yeah, no.
Which is something that I think that I think musicians nowadays are kind of coming with now. There's no more of the I just do this or I just do that. I think everybody does everything nowadays, and everybody likes everything. Which is kind of like the angle that we're trying to come with our music. It has a little bit of the influence of just everyday life.
And that's one thing about hip hop that I actually appreciate a lot is the fact that the sampling that's come from so many different influences, and then the way mashup is crossed over into it. We're getting hit from every angle now.
Yeah. I mean, music is gonna just become music. It's what it is. It's just there are no genres. It's all. Eventually, when you break it down, it's all the same stuff anyway. We all listen to it. We're all attracted by the same riffs, everything like that. It's all music. That's it. It's
definitely part of a generation of kids that they got into sampling and really wanted to not just contort and chop up the samples, but we wanted to make the samples of our own, man. We wanted to know why those samples sounded so fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's kind of like the quest, man. Trying to make my own perfect loop and shit.
Now, you both are from Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the Miami? I don't know the Miami scene other than Winter Music Conference and listening to all the house beats. What is the scene like out there? How's it going?
I mean, it's a baby scene, man. It's a baby city. We're just starting to come up, man. I mean, 5 to 10 years ago, there was no scene. It was just because logistically, it's a hard place for bands to go to, and it's a club-driven culture there. So if you don't hit them quick and you don't make them dance, they're gonna leave you. They're gonna turn around, and do something else. So that's something I think that a lot of people have against them. Luckily for us, that's just what we came up in. So it's, you know, it's how we work. But with all this new attention, you know, the Miami Heat winning the championship, you know, Puff Daddy lives there and shit now. So, you know, it's, you know, the industry's definitely, you know, Miami's a poppin' place, and I guess, you know, we're benefiting from it right now.
But for the underground that's going on, is there a lot of freestyles scenes happening, like freestyle competitions?
Yeah. It happens. It happens. The scene is bubbling. It's just small. It's a very small scene
compared to other places, but it's bubbling. It's bubbling hard. I mean, we're traveling with Wrekonize, who won the MTV battle here, you know, like 2 years ago or whatever. And, you know, it's like, and he came up in the freestyle circuit there. The battle circuit there is pretty cutthroat, man.
Right. Now, who met Cee-lo and who met Craze? How did that all happen?
We've known Craze for a while.
Yeah, we know Craze.
Oh yeah.
Since we were kids.
Oh, no kidding.
Cee-lo was through a guy named Danny who works for Counterflow.
Okay.
Or owns Counterflow, and Bern just approached him. He knew Cee-lo was in town and gave him the track, and came back, said he liked it, had it already recorded. So
that guy, he's
amazing.
It's like Otis Redding and Marvin Gaye all wrapped into one.
He's a classic soul,
So
man.
yeah, I'm so happy that
he's not even close to being done.
Yeah, I was thrilled that who directed the music video?
Jokes. Friend of ours, another friend of ours.
It's a Miami intensive project.
Great job. Yeah. It's a great video.
He came through. We told him the night before he had about 10 hours to prepare the whole video. All those ideas are pretty much his. Did everything well with his partner Bruno and Lenny.
Okay.
Braille House Productions.
Braille House.
Big up. Yeah.
And the record label you're on?
We're on SouthBeat.
Okay.
SouthBeat Recordings out of Miami, Florida.
Also, who's attached to that?
Wrekonize. They got Jay Shin, Miami's R&B king. Jim Jonsin.
How are you feeling about the future of hip hop? You know, I mean, this is a great tour, the Storm Tour. So, who put it together? Whose idea was it? Who approached you?
We were approached by our management. Basically, put us onto it. I couldn't tell you where the idea. Rockets.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, the state of hip hop. Wow, that's a good question, man. I mean, I don't know. It's changing.
That's what I actually really liked about last night's performance was that it wasn't so much, you know, bling bling, champagne, VIP. It was raw. It was raw, yeah. And the energy was there, and the kids were there for that. You know, I felt like hip hop just got to a point. I wasn't so much into a lot of the southern stuff, but I'm also, you know, I'm a little biased. I'm from New York.
Right.
So it's kind of hard for me to be like, okay, all this new other hip hop stuff. But then also being from New York, when that bling bling shit went down, it just killed it for me. Mm-hmm. You know, I was over it. I was like, all right, enough. I know you all got bitches and hoes, and you all think you're badass. Good for y'all.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of was, which I like so many different types of music that I was able to say, okay, I can shut this music off for a little bit. And when something good comes my way, then I'll, you know, go back into catching that. How do you feel about it?
Well, it's just like, I think it's like 80s big hair rock, man, you know what I mean? And some of those motherfuckers sang about the same shit, but just, you know.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's just
I can name a bunch of those bands that I didn't give a shit about either.
Exactly. So it's just like things come and go, and I think a lot of times music is a representation of us as like a society, you know what I mean? So I think at that time, that's kind of like where we're at. You know what I mean? And though there's other things coming up like us, you know, we're still the underground, you know what I mean? So it's still, you know, when you ask me about the state of hip-hop, it's tough, man, because hip-hop is different for me than it is for the dudes doing the bling-bling shit, you know what I mean? So, and it's all hip-hop, you know? So I really don't know, but I just feel like, you know, the best word to use is just change, because it really is a big shift going on in hip-hop, and a lot of people that were eating aren't eating anymore. So there's, you know what I mean, there's some chaos going on right now, I feel, you know, in the state of it.
And how do you feel about the way, you know, so many of the artists, I don't know, how do I say this, you know, MTV has a style, and they want to show, or they don't even show music videos anymore, but when they do, it's, you know, when they do, it's like, this is what we're going to push, and this is, we're going to have a clothing line, we're going to have our t-shirts, we're going to have our sneakers, we're going to make sure it but yeah, we all got to pay our bills.
Exactly. That's
you
why
know,
I can't blame them, you know what I mean?
So it's, I'm on it on one point, and then on the other, it's kind of like, man, does it have to go that over the top? You know, like, where do you draw the line so you still stay, okay, we're underground, we're cool, but yeah, we're making a living. You know?
Yeah, but I think the internet, you know, cats like you, thanks to the internet, I mean, we're basically a band that broke completely on the internet. You know what I mean? So for us, it's not really phasing us right now. You know, we're getting a shitload of love, man, and it's all based off of just people and their computers. You know, it don't got nothing to do with MTV or radio or any of that, man. So that's another big reason why hip hop is changing, because now people are like, you know, selling tons of mixtapes and doing shit on the internet, and it's just like the avenues now are
fans now.
so much more open, man. You know what I mean? And now it's harder. Now it's harder to be a whack motherfucker and come up, man. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much music available now on the internet, and for people to get that, it's really the cream of the crop now. For it to shine, it's really got to be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, the 2 million hits on YouTube, that blew my mind. I was
crazy, man.
you know, like I mean, YouTube's on a separate site. Were they able to? I forgot. I was on your MySpace page the other day, and I think you had like 25,000 hits on that one also. And then you have your website as well.
Yeah.
So who dropped it on YouTube?
Our company did, man. We just gave them the video, and they did their work. I mean, one of the main reasons we like the company is because they have an internet presence. They have huge email lists and stuff like that. So, you know, it's part of their tactic as an independent to make them stand out amongst the pack. You know what I mean? So really, we just, you know, we gave it to them. We had no idea it was going to be like that. I mean, after a while, I think the first like hour or something was like 100,000 hits. So it was like from there it just snowballed. You know, it was beyond what anything that they kind of done. You know, it was just it got to the first, you know, top spot, and then it's just. And right then, that same day is when, luckily for us, unluckily, whatever, the Pentagon video came out. So everybody was going to YouTube anyways to check it out.
Right.
So it was just like it helped even more, and it was like all these things happened at once for us. You know, it was really, really magical week, man. It was cool.
Yeah, congratulations on that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So where are you guys headed after this? What's the next leg of the tour?
We're gonna go down the eastern seaboard, and then we're gonna take a right. We're going across Texas back to Long Beach.
Okay.
So tonight
it ends in LA.
It ends in LA?
Actually, we're going a little north tonight, but we're going Hartford,
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Sure.
Then we'll be in DC.
And do you guys pay attention to the European hip hop scene at all, or?
Yeah, I mean, we try to. It's hard to. Whatever info I can get on it.
Right.
Now, but I mean, as much as anything else.
Are you going to concentrate on the States mainly before you go over there and see how this all goes? The record breaks in.
Yeah, I'll go wherever people want us to go.
Yeah. I tell my boss the same thing. He's like, yo, you want to go to, Ibiza? Yeah, sure. Don't you say no?
I know.
Yo, if you want to send me, I am going.
Yeah, exactly. No, I've been to Europe before. I love it. I love the people over there. I'd die to go back. So anybody wants to take us over there, we'll go.
Right. And what's the name of the album?
The name of the album is Mayday. The name of the band is Mayday. Comes out September 29th. First single is Groundhog Day. It's on iTunes right now. Check it out. The video's on YouTube. And the next single should be out around September, man. It's called Watching Me. So check for us, man. My name's Bernbiz. It's my man. It's Mayday.
Cool, man. I want to thank you guys for your time. Definitely coming up.
Thanks a lot, dude.
Yeah, it's great meeting you. It's great meeting you.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, this is awesome. All right, this is Teddy hanging out with Mayday, New York City. We're beating the rain, too. Yes. Talk to you later. Peace.